mofos. Hey. 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 Hey.
Yo
Hey.
yo all.
Hey. 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 Out here stealing lunch money.
Yeah, I'm acting like he stole my lunch
Hello,
money.
Dan. Hello, Liz. My name's Kieran, but my name's Kiz.
Wait, there's a new Mob6.
Allegedly.
Hoopster sisters in the chat.
Huh?
Shout out to the guy who really knows how to work that chicken.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Here we are. Starting a little early. Well, earlier than I had planned, but hello. Welcome back. We're here. It's Friday. How we feel? Oh, mama. All right. Here we are. There we go. Hello. Hi there. How we doing?
Oh
fellas?
snap, I mean oh yeah, it's Friday y'all, fun Friday, maybe some freaky Friday, go get yours, I'm gonna rip balls bongs and drones flock, yeah coxoxonoxo.
All of the above. All the above. Welcome everybody. Hello. I'm a little
Good
tired.
evening heads, how are you doing, how is the stomach feeling?
Stomach is better.
Sup, y'all?
Stomach is better. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Good evening to you. Good morning to the rest of yous. Hope everybody's doing well. A ton of snow coming Tuesday. Scrambling to get ready. Oh boy. Good luck, man. Fighting the masses out there. Buy all the bread! Bread and toilet paper. Stat! Now, before we get into anything. Is that a backup camera on a car? What the fuck?
AHH perfect BI.
You gotta put it in drive, dog.
Bro, what?
Interrupting
What is
myself.
going on?
Jesus. Okay. First things first, let's have a gander. Let's bring up the house lights. Thank you.
Anyone want
And,
to buy a Discord server, tired of paying for it and it's not being used by anyone?
You're paying for your
Reavers
Discord
row.
server? Shit, dude. I'll ask around. I'll see if anybody's interested that I know of. Off the top of my head, I don't know of anybody, but I will see. Okay, let's get the focus fixed on that guy. There we go. Okay. Now this just arrived on my porch this morning. Just came in. Sorry, you can't see it. It's all washed out. And it's not going to focus because we turned autofocus off. Because the autofocus on this camera's kind of dog butt. But we'll see if it'll work for us for right now. Hey, it's working. Okay, there we go. So now you can see, oh wow, yeah, nice and crisp. Look at that image. But see how it's like constantly refocusing?
Breakfast hoop
Sucks
delivery,
so bad.
what a time we live in.
So we got this guy here, which I believe is not HD. I think this is the HD one here, I reckon.
It's got ADHD.
Let's check it out though. We got some stickers.
I just got the new Walk Snail 4K.
Got a little,
the freaking thing's green LED is blinking its bind, but no picture. Best drone of 2024.
That's a fact. Just opened the box. It's already been determined. Just got the new Walk Snail 4K. The freaking thing's green LED is blinking its bind, but no picture.
Yet I set it up so everyone would have a great spot like you
That's
had.
weird,
but heck,
man.
I can't even get anyone to respond to me there. It's a ghost town.
Getting
You can
Discord
tell it's
servers
quality
off the
by the
ground are
box.
really hard.
Where can I get one? Haven Tea.
If I were to
flown it
make
yet,
a
but it's the
suggestion,
best.
not that you're asking, but unsolicited suggestion, is it's good to have a community elsewhere and then bring them to Discord. It's easier to do that than try to like start a Discord and get people to come to it. But anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, dude, I'll ask around and see if I can get somebody to pick it up from you. Ooh. Okay, so this does look like the Super... What was it called? The Super X? I think it's called. Hang on, let me find the flight controller real fast. Boop. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Bear with me.
That canopy dough.
The canopy is... Yeah, we're going to get to that. The canopy is sick. All
Did they
this
finally
stuff.
lower the ducks?
It's the Super X. The Super
They are
X.
talking to the Racers FO show.
Okay. The Super X flight controller. I reckon that is what we're looking at. I think the Super X does... It looked like the ELRS antenna on the Super X was not
Good morning, heads.
off-center like this one. It looked
Is
like
the
it was more
VTX
towards the
internal
middle.
or
But
external?
the VTX is internal.
Which HD system, H0 or Walk
So I guess...
Snail?
No, yeah. So I guess this wouldn't be that
Onboard
one.
VTX.
Yeah, so this is something new that I didn't see on the site at least. I'm not sure exactly what that is. These motors look hella small. These are 28,000 kV, and the props are way high up. Look at that
My
newbie
personal
drone.
Discord server is just for locals. I collect
Look at that
local
newbie
pilots
drone
only.
prop
Zuni
job
and
there,
Anyoki
dude.
are in there, and so is Orange Stuff, and then like 25
just
other
asking
peeps y'all don't know. It's a
To
free Discord.
to bend your
New frame.
your shafts there. Yeah, the frame is very light. I don't know what this is. This is something new as well. Yeah, different duct design. The structure of the what you call it, the struts on the duct are all different. The material, it feels very, very flimsy, very flexible. Interesting. A30 plug, by the way, I noticed. I'm gonna have to get some A30 300s.
Hey, Happymodel has a new frame.
Express LRS.
Yo, is that thing available yet, or do you have a drop date?
I don't have a drop
I wish
date.
they lowered the ducts to work with smashed down props on 0702.
I don't have a drop date. They told me nothing. They just told me it was on the way, and now it's here. So I'm just having a gander at it. Ooh, sorry. Sorry. If I breathe too hard, that camera flip-flops.
I finally moving from PH
Yeah, so new
to
canopy
0.
that mounts all 4 spots, but it has these arms that fold back from the front, which is cool. Another one tucked under
Which
the lens
HD
there.
system in it?
There is no HD system in this one. This is onboard analog. And then the rear one there with adjustable, so you can adjust your, quite a bit of adjustment too in your camera angle. Good job with that. We'll have to see how easy it is to get the adjustment in here though. This is a pretty firm feeling.
It is superby because I spy an Oz chip.
It's not 3D printed though. It's very nice. It's all very uniform. The frame and the canopy, just it all marries together very well. And then this camera is interesting. The camera that's in here, I'm not sure. Whoops, I'm not sure exactly what that is. That's a fat lens for that might be an ant, maybe. It's hard to tell with it all covered up. It has really good lens protection.
Weight?
Really good
Looks
lens protection.
Nano 4.
If you see the
Kinda like Baytaft light hoop canopy.
if you see the
Get hammer it.
the little Jimmy Jam sticking out there, you got nice little lip protection there on the camera. And that's usually where you're going to meet your lens is going to meet the pavement there. Hammer it, yeah, eventually. Yeah, kind of like that, right? It's a new FXT camera. Interesting. Okay, that's why it doesn't look familiar. All right. It does definitely look like FXT, though. Looks a lot like the Pinch. Interesting. Very interesting camera. Oops, sorry. I'll have to get that out of the canopy
Looks
eventually.
like
and
it
look
will
at
break in the same spot as the last Mob6
man,
inside of the ducts near the AIO.
Look, these motors look so tiny to me. But these are, yeah, 28,000. And again, if you get one of these, make sure you check, push those props down. Jeez Louise, that's a lot of space there. Anyways, I'm going to push one down. Did we get all the way down? Hell no, we didn't. Oh, we're already at the top of the prop, though.
0602 or 0702.
These motors, oh my God, man, I'm putting a lot of force behind that, and we still got a gap there. Oop, hang on.
Sub Quad 66, how you doing?
There you go. You can see the. God dang it! Get it together, camera.
YTF are the prop shafts so damn long?
I have no idea, but they are. Look how much space is still there. I'm pushing on this bitch as hard as I can get it. I don't want to bend anything. I'm pushing down on that with everything I got, and I'm right at the look. It's right at the edge there.
Just the tip.
Probably have to take these off and drill out the opening here a little bit to get them all the way down, or just really muscle them on. But I don't want to fuck up the shafts.
Snip it.
Yeah, that's crazy how long those are.
Got a prop drill. It's
once I
like
do
once
I do a few regular flights with this on all the default stuff and get my review started, I'll obviously do the Quicksilver try and fly. But I'll also try shaving some weight off of this. And one thing I'll do, I'll shave down the motor shafts because they are like a 1/16 of an inch too tall. You could probably shave off of that. There's a decent amount of weight when you take things down to this level. Speaking of weight, let's get a scale out here. Not that I don't know that you'll be able to see it on that camera, but we'll try anyways. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see jack shit. Whatever, I'll tell you what it says. All right, here we are.
I hate how the props are practically out of the ducts by the time
18
there's more
grams.
weight to be saved.
18
Get
grams.
grind on.
That's not terrible for a
Gotta
bind and
grind
fly.
them shafts
For a
down to
bind and
save
fly, that's not
001G.
that's not bad. 17.9 on my scale, but we'll call it 18. That's not terrible. Interesting, very interesting. The ducts do seem quite a bit shorter than previous frames. I could grab, I got a Mobula6
Damn,
frame
my
upstairs.
Fractal 75 is 17.9G though.
Although I can tell you this is probably is thinner ducts. It looks like it is. Very interesting though. Also, no nose on the frame. No directional point, you notice. They're all the same side. Kind of cool looking. It's all squared off. We're very used to seeing the little point on one end. And we don't have a little triangular booty on this one. Nothing. So there's actually any direction works.
How long will you be live for?
Freaking neat. I don't know today. I'm not sure. At least the next hour. At the very least.
661 FPV. They came out with some new versions lately, but that's a point. I'm gonna look it up. Hey heads, where is the VTX antenna plug-in on that thing? Yo, that looks hype.
It plugs
Any
in.
idea when it will be released?
Ooh, I'm not sure about release date. No, they didn't tell me anything. It plugs in directly underneath the camera. If you can see the kind of the you can see the
What's the new board
the shine.
called?
You see the shine there from the UFL where it plugs in. It's like directly underneath the PCB from the camera, though. If you can see it. Yeah, you can see that. I'm not sure. I think this looks like the Super X.
Can you see the name on the board anywhere?
I haven't looked just yet. Let's do that, though. Oh, it is. It's the Super X
Really
ELRS.
wish they would have done a Diamond V2 sort of deal.
Super X ELRS
How will we know what direction to fly without the arrow?
1.0. There you go. First iteration of the Super X ELRS. So this is the Super X HD sans HD, and just with a built-in VTX. I don't know anything about the VTX that's built into this one. I don't know anything about the analog VTX in here, which that is a question. Do they don't have any information about this on their website, do they?
Is that a fucking copper antenna?
For the ELRS, yes. The ELRS is copper, yes. Very interesting build, though. I like the direction they're going. They got the right idea. They got the right idea. They may not hit every nail right on the head.
Light must use copper antenna.
But that's not terrible. I don't think so. It's not that bad. All right, let's go to their website real quick and see if we can find anything about this flight controller. Although I don't think they've put anything up about this yet. I don't remember seeing anything about it. I was on Happymodel's website like 2 days ago, and I didn't see anything about it. So I doubt we'll see anything now, but we'll just double check.
Thanks for showing us. Looks cool.
Of course. Of course. I'm going to fly it ASAP as soon as I get some batteries in for it. So they usually have their newest stuff
where
here.
That shitty copper antenna is soldered. Is there 4 pads like a ceramic antenna can be swapped?
Yes. Yeah, there is. There's the ground pads are there too. Mm-hmm.
Remember they had some ESC issues on the AUG Super B, so hopefully this has that worked out.
Yeah, here we go. So it's kind of like this one, although the ELRS is in a different position and it's not an HD board. Whereas this has the solder pads here for VTX, I reckon. Yeah.
Check Discord. I found docs about it earlier.
Oh yeah, somebody sent me this already.
I've been able to put a ceramic antenna on the Elvis Diamond.
I'm so
F4
stupid.
And it's better.
Thank you.
Is the Super X
I think
analog
Kiz
only
may have
5
sent this to me as well at one point.
And the Super X HD is 12 with no VTX and no OS chip.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jake. And Kiz, I'm pretty sure you already tried to send that to me once. Okay, it says they weighed it out at 17.7. My scale very well could be off because my scale is, it's a piece of shit. It's just like a little shitty scale. So it very well could be 17.7 and my scale's off. I kind of rounded.
Sounds like a smart trade-off then.
I'm not surprised that these 0702s are like uber light. These look insanely small. I can't describe it. Like how small the bells look. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is about them. They look, maybe it's because I don't know. They look slammed to me for some reason. They look like low profile,
Those
like pancake.
Those cubes are too breakable. I'll take wire antenna for Elvis. I've never fail-safed.
Yeah. Just looks crazy. How small those motors look. I really thought they were like 0603s when I first looked at them. It's like, why are these so small? But they're 0702s. At least they're stamped 0702. Okay, what else we got going on here? Okay, so yeah, it's the 5-in-1 ELRS. Those guys, yeah. This is the camera, the FX17B.
Didn't know I was viewing in 480p until I tried to read this. YouTube auto resolution mode is scandalous. Heads, do you have night mode on your screen? Is hella warm?
Yes, I do. Yeah, everything, all my screens are night mode all the time because I usually am down here like this with no light on, and if I leave all my screens super bright, first I look like a ghost because it just blows my already white ass skin out. But also when the lights are on, it just it's too much on my eyes all day down here. So yeah. My screen is very very warm. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyways, that was the camera. Camera awesome footage. Fuck yeah, dude. You know what I was looking for? I was looking for camera awesome footage, and sounds like that's exactly what we're getting. ELRS, does it say which version? Are we doing ELRS 3? Did I miss this already? I hope it does. What version of Betaflight's on here? I don't see that either. Nah, we'll figure it out. I want to learn...
That's a new camera, but awesome footage sounds exciting.
It does, yeah.
FX17 sounds like a fighter jet.
It does. FX17B. The FX17B. Yeah, it does.
The question is, do they still have that stupid thing where model match on the board is set to on by default?
What do you think? Do you think they fixed things?
That means that they have a model too.
Oh, Brandon, since you're here, you'll get a kick out of this. I went to go fly that Pavo Pico, which is just a smaller version of the one you were helping me with. And it flew like ass. And I was like, well, you know, par for the course. And then I plugged it into Betaflight, and the first thing I did was went to the filters tab and looked for the dynamic notch filter. It was off. I'm pretty sure that was the one you told me you were like, that should definitely be on.
Does it
but it's
still
off.
have a camera plug like
flies
the
like
current
butt.
Happymodel AIO? ROFL.
It does not. No camera plug. I should mention that. Yeah, good call. We missed that. No camera plug.
What the heck is going on over at Beta FPV?
Right there is where you solder in, right on the edge of the board, which is nice. Putting the solder pads on the edge of the board is a great idea for one reason, really, in my mind only, and that is it moves your soldering in general away from all your components. So now you're soldering on the edges of the board. You don't have to like put your iron over the board or like go near anything. You can just do everything away from that. Very good idea, in my opinion. Keep everything away from that.
Their QA department is on holiday, probably.
So, no camera plug. And then if we flip it, there's no motor plugs either. These are all soldered on. If it'll freaking focus. There we go. Maybe it's my other hand being too close. Maybe. It's just this camera's ass. This is why I replaced this camera. But yeah, no motor plugs. Did it even come with motor plugs? No. Whereas some of their bind and flies and flight controllers, Happymodel, when you buy them, they will come with...
No option for motor plugs. Interesting.
Yeah, they'll come with motor plugs, and you just put them
soldered
in.
Cam and motors?
Everything is. Everything is
soldered.
direct solder, except for the UFL antenna
Damn,
for the
motors
VTX.
Isn't going to be fun for a newbie.
Everything else, I don't know that they're aiming this one for newbies. This one feels more like somebody already said, like they're catering to like new racers, maybe. Like a racer that doesn't exactly want to dedicate themselves to building their own yet.
They all went on Chinese New Year and finally built a quad.
They want to get something fast out of the box that they can fly. This might just be that 28,000 kV 0702s. Everything on here is as light as they can do their stuff. You know, obviously we can always get things lighter, but you risk durability when you do that.
Damn, it looks good on paper. Hope everything is as good as it looks.
I mean,
this new board
this
looks
thing
sick.
looks
I'm okay with soldering
fucking
cam.
badass out of the
Made
box.
sense. This shit is light.
Just the black and red.
Is that a 30 plug?
It's just wild,
What's
man.
the
It looks
weight?
really good.
Fly it, fly it,
17.7 grams on their scale, 17.9 on mine. It is A30. Yeah, A30 plug. They have finally gotten away from pH 2.0. So that's what I mean. This one really feels like this is not for newer pilots so much because repairs on this are going to be a bitch. Replacing a motor, it now involves soldering. You have no choice. It's easy soldering. It's on the edge of the board soldering, but it's soldering.
Have you gotten things from Happymodel in a while straight from them? I ordered a Crux 31 SELRS and it's been months still waiting for Chinese New Year to end.
It's been months?
I love that wait.
I would
no batteries
I would
included,
message
not
them.
even review quad.
I would message them. No, Jake, it's a pain in the ass for them to send batteries overseas too. So I understand. Beta FPV sent me a 6S battery in the mail, which is insane. But I think it's because they had a U.S. distributor that sent it to me.
Usually.
Because it got to me pretty
Unlike
fast.
Diamonds, LOL.
But I like this flight controller. It's a really good idea to move everything to the edge.
Get FPV.
Just getting it for soldering purposes, especially when you know that you're going to have newer pilots fixing this stuff.
I am sold. Let me get one.
It's really a good idea to move those things. That's smart though. That tells you things like Happymodel's paying attention to shit, which is good. Always good. Yeah, this is an interesting looking build.
Fractal ships 2 weeks or less. Crazy how fast he gets stuff over here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Improved
he's
micro
pretty good.
soldering y'all with some magnifiers, goggles, or at least those readers from Walgreens. I use a B2 tip and under magnification you feel like a sturgeon.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. I need to get some batteries for this though. Any suggestions on A30 or BT2 300 milliamp batteries? I guess there's always like Weebleed. I never learned about the VTX. Hang on. I wanted to read
I
about.
had way too many whoops, but I may
There we
have
go.
to pick this
Onboard
one up
VTX,
in 6 months after I see
25 to
options.
400 milliwatt VTX. So
Tattoo. I use an old set of box goggles without the screen to solder.
sounds okay.
WebAid or tinywhoop.
Sounds okay.
WebAid. BT20 will plug into a 30.
Yeah.
Afternoon
Yeah, and
ball.
vice versa. FP Avery, how you doing? Afternoon to you.
WebAid or tinywhoop bats. I use WebAid 300.
Okay.
Made in China tattoo.
Webber.
270 tattoo.
Hey
LOL
YouTube,
8-bit that seems
Fat
like
Pastor
that would
here.
work
Thank
great.
you for joining us
Onboard
tonight.
VTX. WebAid 300 Ma1s is the only lipo you want.
Tattoo does have folded cells.
Tattoo 5-pack NT a bad deal. Flight time is good, but 3 out of 5 will puff on you. Strange cause their bigger cells are so much better. Love my tiny hoop 300s. Hopefully
Yeah, they're all the
new
same.
Mobula6 is
All
available
those
as the
ones
tiny
you guys
hoop
are
prop
listing
puller.
all come from the same place. So I'll just yeah, I'll get one
If
of those.
it has steel motor screws, you could loosen easy.
Those are all
5G
good
with grenade
suggestions
screws.
because those are all basically the same thing with different stickers. So all good suggestions. Thank you. I'm gonna get one of them.
Giro.
Okay.
Lava LOL. The only good options are Weebleed Newbie Drone Nitro Nectar Gold or Tattoo with the black foil. Stickers.
Stickers.
I got these 450 mAh Emax 1S batteries. I haven't charged in a year. Most likely
There we
dead.
go.
LOL.
That's better.
Same but different.
Yeah.
Has the new Mobula
same.
6 cam been used before and is it good?
It has not been used
yet
before.
Is lava the same thing now
This is
or
new.
what?
It is the FX17B.
Same bats.
Uh,
Please tell me
yeah.
they moved away from the BMI Giro.
It does have black box, I reckon. I think I saw that on the flight controller specs. I think I saw that.
I see a quad 66 in chat. Hello there.
Let me double check though.
I was wondering the other day, do you have a playlists of all your slaps and such?
Not a playlist per se. I have them all on a hard drive though.
I would be surprised if it has black box.
There was one that I saw on their site recently that had black box that I was pretty impressed to see as well. It might have not been this one though, because I don't remember seeing this spec sheet. So that's why I immediately second guessed when I said it.
If it
Because it
has
didn't
black
sound right when I
box,
said
then
it.
it's an amazing time for whoops.
Yeah,
The
true.
HD version of this has black box.
The HD version. Okay, that's probably what I was looking at then. Because I did think this was the same flight controller at first. So that's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at. I don't know about this one, if this one does or not, but I was looking at that one.
What is black box?
It's a much more precise way, I'd say, to get your quad flying right and find where the issues are. It's like a black box on like a airplane, you know?
Black box is something Sayati doesn't want to see in his hallway.
Oh,
It's big
hey.
and black and scares people.
I don't want something big and black in my hallway.
Diggle Puppet is for flight data collection and logging.
Yeah, I don't see anything about it here.
Lol.
I'm assuming if they're not mentioning it, it's probably not there.
Fly away, Sayati, fly away.
We'll assume that's
Later
what
we
it
take
was.
that log and analyze it like a bunch of nerds. Is it like beta flight or is it on you controller or drone?
You
Fly
analyze it.
Pelican.
You and maybe a
Any
couple other
tips
people.
for removing hair from motor shaft?
Unwind it is your best bet. Take your prop off, get all the hair out from there, and then if it's underneath the motor, grab the hairs with tweezers or needle nose pliers, or if you can get your fingers on it, depending. I fly 75 millimeter whoops, so there's a little more room between the duct and the motor. But anyways, you grab that and then you unwind it that way. You just gotta like kind of walk it back. The ones that are under the motor. Anything above it usually just slides right off. Pause. Okay, so I'm gonna order some batteries for that, and then that'll be airborne hopefully by like early next week. I'll see if I can get some batteries here quickly, although it's hard to get batteries quick now. But I'll try my best.
Do it.
I will do
Diggle Puppet's
my
a
best.
chip on the AIO, then in beta flight configurator we can access the recorded flight data and then use another tool called PID Toolbox or Beta Flight Black Box Explorer to make informed tuning choices.
I guess the QR code, yeah, probably brings me to this. This is probably the manual. Yeah, this is the one that it scans to. Okay, so there's nothing new on the box either. It just brings you to this. This is the same shit.
I've only used black box for min-hertz of frames and for when beta flight was causing desyncs trying to problem solve.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess there's really nothing else to learn from this. Very cool, though. I'm interested to dive into this one. It does definitely seem like they're catering more towards like amateur racing with this one. Definitely doesn't feel like a freestyle oriented quad at all.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, it for sure feels more so like it's aimed at like amateur, like, you know, like entry level racers that, again, like I was saying, just don't want to fuss with building things and mismatching parts and all that shit. They'll just, I'd rather just get something that works, they say. So they just they order it, and there you go. There's that. I don't even know how much they're going to be charging for this thing either. I wish I could have gotten some deets. Like, it's cool and all that you sent it for me to try, but tell me a little something about her, you know? Well, anyways, that'll be coming soon. I'll get to work on that.
$129.
ASAP. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, bad for life. Once you get a good set of filters, then many people can tune PIDs by feel or just leave it default. A good frame and good build doesn't need much. So is there gonna be a Mobula6 race then this year? No, I don't know, but probably.
I don't know. That'd be cool. You know what would be neat is if they were aiming these towards doing 65 millimeter UWL. Because right now isn't UWL 75 millimeter whoops, right? Although those are like they're all like throttled back, I'm pretty sure. I don't know enough about UWL. I want to know more about it, but they're just so underground.
How long can a 1S battery last without charging? Have some I haven't charged or used in a very long time.
If they're at storage when you put them away, sometimes they can last quite a while, a lot longer than you'd think. If you leave them charged and put them away,
so like
it's gonna degrade quicker, I believe.
Yep, but with way underpowered, boring 19,000 kV motors.
I think they're trying to go for like spectators with that though, right? Isn't that the idea
kV.
with the lower kV motors? Is it slows everybody down so that spectators have an easier time like following it? Was that the idea there?
UWL appears to be spec'd so act like a scaled down DRL.
Okay, and isn't that what DRL was trying to do as well, was draw in spectators? I mean, I guess you kind of have to if you want it to grow and get some type of revenue. It wouldn't be a bad idea to start trying to draw people into that. They also added the LEDs. Right, yeah.
Yeah, and the watchers and the rave kids that wander by. Full charged battery last for 6 months.
A full charged 1S battery will last for 6 months? I have a feeling like the science on that is flimsy. That's a pretty broad statement. There's a lot of different kinds of
storage mode, more 1 years. They just need to put the races on OTB and it will take off.
A lot of different kinds of
I am the science.
Batteries, you know. Excuse me. So
but
sorry.
The battery sag is instant on a full charged battery stored for months.
True, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hold that like peak charge to it. The charge that's in it definitely degrades over time. Even just after like a week, you'll notice those batteries will crap out quicker. I don't think you'll notice it as much on larger cells, like on
X-Class with lead trails
like
would be a
3S
fun watch.
and higher,
Or
but I
just make it
feel like
easier
1
to
and 2S you probably
and more
notice that
creative
if you let them
showcases
sit
of what
for like a
drones
week
can do.
charged.
I think people aren't interested in it due to it being hard to understand and not as entertaining to watch. Exactly, land now.
Easier to understand,
That
yeah.
I had sagged batteries. I forgot
True.
some discharge to 3.8 LOL. That's why the pros race with brand new batteries.
Yep, yeah, and they throw them bitches out when they're done usually. Or they go into the practice battery pile. Okay. Anybody want to fly? I want to fly. We did IRL whooping on last night's stream. If you missed that, we flew around the robot lady build for a while, which was a grand old time.
Rip it.
Having fun flying that a lot. But I do miss my simming. I wasn't even supposed to be there last night, as I kept saying, like Dante from Clerks. It was supposed to be OG's night last night to stream. So this will be my 3rd stream this week.
I love that kind of stuff.
I'm also going to do one tomorrow night. And we did movie night on Monday.
What is this
not
new
really
Mob
streaming.
6?
You know, not really, but still. I was down here. I was on my computer.
A pro racer would measure each brand new battery and
this
sort
is the
out
new
the best ones.
Mob6. Let me give you a little bit more of a proper showing. Here you are. It'll be a quick showing, unfortunately. If you want to see more in detail, we went over all of the detail
tomorrow night in VR.
Just earlier in this stream right here. So if you want to see all the details, we got into the nitty-gritty. Took a close look at the flight controller, the motors, the camera, pretty much everything. The new battery plug, everything. Yeah, if you want to have a look at it, though, it's earlier in the stream, right here at the beginning.
Best thing about BT20 is that
I'll
the
have
guy
to,
at the hoop race was done with his PH batteries and gave me 37 Neutron Nitro Nectar batteries.
Holy shit. That was nice of him. What was I going to say? Damn it.
Give it a rip real quick, or are you not allowed to LOL?
No, I'm allowed to. I just don't have any batteries for it. I have no 300 milliamp. Everything I have is 450. Everything. And a 450 won't even fit in this battery tray. So, yeah, I have no 300s anywhere that are worth a shit. I have some old tattoos, but I don't even... Or no, I don't even have those. I gave them to OG. So I don't even have those anymore. So yeah, I need to order batteries. I'll order those today, though. They'll be here by next week. We'll fly this by next week on stream. Faux show.
Rubber band it onto the battery tray.
Yeah, it'd still be a really poor demonstration of its flight, though. I don't think they were aiming for a 450 strapped onto the bottom of that. It's a little crazy. It's a little thick.
Wonder how long till we get the Mob6 is the best quad of the year reviews.
I'm
Shirley
doing
Hawk has
that
BT
review
300
next week.
What's your location?
I'm already
Sending
telling you
hoop
right
battery
now.
To you via hoop LOL.
Drone of the year. It already is. You know what? Tinywhoop of the year. And long range drone of the year. It's all right here. This has express LRS. You can fly this to the moon. It's got a 400 milliwatt VTX. Do you know how far you can fly that? Like 400 football fields away, that is, I think. Like, give or take. That's rough math, but like still. You could fly that for forever.
Release it early, take that lunch money.
There's no review embargo. They didn't tell me
Quick
anything.
maths.
They just sent me one and said try it out. So they didn't tell me not to show it off.
New
Otherwise I
Mob6
wouldn't.
IS the best wing of the year.
But they didn't tell me nothing.
I would like to see August's
I have
opinion on this.
I have no contracts with Happymodel, and that should be your best indication of me telling the truth right there, is that I'm not under any contract to not show anything. So here we go. Here's the new stuff. I mean the manual for it's out already, so it's not a
It could be converted to a wing for sure. Proceeds
this thing,
to
yeah,
show it off and
100%.
look at its specs fully LMFAO. Affiliate link in description.
I don't even have an affiliate link for Happymodel,
Goddamn.
which is crazy. That's crazy.
This bud is for you. No Bean Plaza, give Mav a treat for me when you can. Cool face.
This buzz for you, no bean, please. Oh,
I would like to see where they have the sliders from the factory
thank you, brother.
on that new Mob6.
Thank you, Killdozer, my dude.
Click my links
My dude
or I will
Marv.
starve.
Give Mav a treat when. Okay, I will. Oh, dude, I gotta show you this picture I took of him this morning. He's such a dope. He just hangs out in the backyard. Which I think we're gonna buy a doggy door.
Hello.
Because he still is terrified of the steps to go up or down stairs.
8-bit burning Elmo is
So he's
badass.
basically only on the main floor ever, and that floor is one of the biggest floors in the house. But he's a growing dog. He needs more room, and our backyard's long. It's a long backyard. It's narrow, but it's a long backyard. He's got tons of room to run.
Fly Chinatown.
But
Doggy doors are life changing. Get one.
he needs
Well,
one because
shit, bro, if you want
what I
to
did
do
was I
bean,
hung
go
a
for
bell.
it. LOL, I am not
on,
a bean kind of man. I am a frank kind of man.
I understand. I hung a bell on the door about his height, and we taught him how to ring it to open the door. So when he rings it, we hear it, and we know to go over and let him out. So that worked well with our old dog, but our old dog could go up and down stairs, and he didn't really like going out that often. Maverick goes out like every 15 minutes if I'm upstairs. I let him inside so that he can go back out. So yeah, my wife and I were talking the other day. We were like, we just need to get a doggy door and just let him go out and have free roam out there. Look at this fucking knucklehead, dude. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom in on his... Let me show you from far away and I'll zoom in on him. Hang on. There you go. Oh, come on. Don't do it to me. You can kind of see it. Fucking, why is my screen so bright? Can we like manually just make it dim? There we go. Hang on. Let me see if this works. This might not work at all. This might have made it worse. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Hey ha 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 hey brew.
So yeah, he's just chilling there. I won't focus on it. There we go. But if you look closely, this motherfucker looks dead. Look at this. Bro, he was conked out. He was just laying in the sun. He's living his best life, bro.
Sun tanning those beans and Frank.
That's what
Stream tonight.
That's what what's his face said. That's what The Liver King said, oh, you
Tomorrow
gotta
night.
wake up every morning and
Good
sun your
morning
balls.
and
He said it was good for your butthole blood flow or something. I don't remember what it was exactly. Oh, Eve, you're here at the perfect time. Good morning. Let's talk about your butthole blood flow. No stream tonight. No stream tonight. Tomorrow night will be the next stream after this one. Friday is our normal early stream. Saturday is our next night stream. Monday is movies. Tuesday is boobies with me. My boobies. Okay, let's fly something fun. Castlicious. I don't even remember this one. Let's fly this one. The lobby is public. Feel free to join if you're feeling froggy.
What day is for doobies?
Every day is for doobies. Every day. Speaking of, at some point today, I need to go get a banger for a banger for my binger. Put some CX on. Oh. Okay. Oh wow, I don't remember this at all.
The ones ending in Y. We do a little bing bong. Eve, I hope we are still friends, although I did an illegal fractal
We do a little
65 Pro
bing
build.
chilling. We do a little bing.
How do I join the lobby?
You just join. You just have Velocitrone and then look at multiplayer, and it should be there. Make sure you're on US servers as well.
Hello, all. It's finally Friday. Snap ours.
Snap ours indeed.
And every hour
What up,
is
Shelby?
happy.
JFPV, what's happening? Castle, what's happening? Ari West. 8-bit. I didn't see you come in. Hello, 8-bit. Good morning to you, sir. Oh, mama.
Hide it's Shielby. Day 6, no little robot lady. Happy Model Friday and New Year, China.
Who said we were gonna do a little robot lady? You guys know I don't fly 65mm whoops. No, sir. No, sir, I don't. Spent a long time flying those. Never again. Well, unless it's for a review. Or some new fractal shit. I'll try that too. But we're not doing another version of it. We don't need it.
Cinematic only.
Exactly. The 65s are meant for carrying GoPros. And
around the world, get into the FPV hobby and learn from the ground level and go from zero to heroes.
Go from zero to heroes, boys. What a slap to get on a Friday, huh? Zero to hero it. Oops.
8-bit FPV illegal builds grant you warranty void immunity. Go freestyle that thing.
This little spot here is deadly.
Shuffling my seat closer to the screen so I can get a better look like
That's how I imagined you shuffling as well. Shuffling across the carpet in your computer chair. Computer chair. I don't know why I said that like a Frenchman. In your computer chair.
I built a legal 2TT. It is ready,
Y'all
just
better
wait
stop.
ton for the sun to warm up a bit. If winds
Better
are
stop
not
with these
crazy
illegal builds.
today, gonna go shred the illegal 65.
You guys are gonna get in trouble. Call the drone police on you. Looks toasty in here. Oh, Lord.
Talk like Biden,
Yeah, come on, man. How many push-ups you want to do there, pal? Is that good? I'm not very good at it. I don't listen to a whole lot of Biden. I can't do a whole lot of politics. It makes my balls hurt.
Boot Biden out.
So I just avoid it. But I tune in every now and then because it's topical and it's fun. for me to laugh at. So I like doing that. That's fun. When he says like off the wall shit. My butt's been wiped. That has to be one of the most absurd ones. I don't even think that's really what he said, but it's still funny as shit. Oh man. Because he just seems so happy about it, like so proud.
Interview?
Yeah, I got like 10 minutes left. I was listening to it this morning. Speaking of topical.
Doctors said Biden lost memories and yell at news no reason.
That's not true. Never happened. Come on, man. Where's the push-up? The push-ups one is my favorite. That might be my favorite clip ever. Where is it? There it is.
Come on, man.
Amazing it was all stuff anyone could have known
How
with
many
5 minutes
push-ups
of
you want to
research,
hear, pal?
LOL.
How many
I would not fall
push-ups you
for
want
all
to
the
hear, pal?
propaganda going on right now, y'all. The intent is to divide, remember.
Well, that's always the intent. Yeah. I've always been should be more of a us against them instead of a you against me kind of thing, you know? But hey, that's just me. Tracking someone. Where'd he go? Lost him.
The intent is to take your money. It's insanely rich against not insanely rich.
I don't know, man. My brother's got a lot of money.
For border, LOL.
He doesn't seem to be trying to take any money from me. I don't have a whole lot. I don't know. That feels more of like a divide the people kind of thing, right? Sorry. I'm starting to remember this map now because I remember being terrified slamming into that boulder coming through the fog. I remember that very well now. Hup. Oh, God. Oh.
I think the real issue here is arrow forward or tail back.
Tail back.
Hence, have you tried the new crown frame waiting shipping after New Year's? And I'm very excited, LOL. Why no one ask why so many people are fleeing their countries right now and heading to a border, any border, to get away from the hell that is happening there. It sounds like some shiz.
Arrow to the side.
You can
I agree.
Figure out where the propaganda is
Arrow to the
coming
side.
from based
That's a good.
on who is panicking and dropping
that's a good position to hold.
nonsense.
I like that.
Not saying open it, just saying there is a huge problem happening.
Yeah, I think the problem's kind of everywhere. So at this point, it's like, where do you go? Oh, is there a gap right here? Frig, it's off to this way. Okay, hang on, we can do this. We got this. Just gotta do it from this side. Oh, friggin' beans, dude. We're like 2 inches from
Bonder
that.
wasn't he finished and stopped by Biden administrators, LOL.
I don't know who Bonder is, but I don't like him. Tell that guy I don't like him. Did anybody see, because speaking of the arrow forward or back, did anybody see the guy who was doing the testing on that on Facebook? I know Eve saw it. I saw him commenting in it.
America is the richest, most free country in the world, which is why people come here from all over the world through the Mexico border.
If you factor in the country's debt, are we really the richest? Do other countries have insane debt? Like, what is our debt at? I have a
Joke
fucking...
is on them because we are on our way down.
Bang. That's the debt right now. Are we really? I don't know, man. That shit
and
seems...
Our government pays them
that shit seems kind of
$5,000 a month
sinister.
for free housing.
I don't know.
No, we are poor Americans, LOL.
Maybe at one point, man, but sure as shit doesn't feel like it anymore.
We don't have health care.
I mean, I got health care. I pay for it, but, like, I got it. Oh, wait a second. Is this the one that has there's like a boner hidden in one of these? I think there's a dick hidden in one of these. Do you guys remember this map now? I'm remembering this now. Is it this one? No. This one? No. We're actively on a hunt for a dick. I'm sorry.
We spent tax on military care. The issue is the circle jerk of debt to each other countries.
Oh god.
33 trillion in debt. There is so much coas happening. Not all these people coming here to get rich, though they once had a good life till something happened and now many are leaving.
I swear that this is the one with the dick. I know you guys are talking about serious stuff, but I'm really on this dick hunt, so you'll have to excuse me for butting out of the conversation for a second. I swear that it was this map. But now I'm second guessing myself because I feel like we've looked everywhere. I feel like we checked all of these. It was one of these things.
He is hunting for the cock. PP more important anyways.
It's the hidden boner in the boner map. It's like finding...
I'm moving to Canada. Go get that dick, girl.
He found the dick! Wait, where are you? Where is it? Show yourself.
He can smell the stank of the balls.
Show yourself! We got a bloodhound in our lobby, boys. Hunted down the dick. We're diving. We're pausing. Oh, we're crashing. No pressure.
Heads, I never would have taken you for someone to be on a cock hunt, LOL. What S in the box? Why the hell MOE to Canada? They are worse. You are thinking about it backwards. 8-bit. They are being promised free shit by from our president from our tax revenue just for coming in. That's why they are coming. A big black.
Excuse you?
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Sorry. Had to be done. Oh, man. Did I miss the dick? Wait.
Hashtag find the PP.
Did he already show... Did Ari already show the dick and I missed it?
Blackness long stick that heads look for.
Where art
no,
thou?
I am seeing the chaos happening round the world. Many
maybe
countries
it's over
have
here?
immigrants rushing in right now from everywhere. He loves the cock. I got some D for yet. There are wars we are not being told about.
Excuse you? Is it down here?
That is why I stocked up on lead. He is on a head hunt.
Yes. That's what it is. Oh, on a hunt for the dong. Where the frick is it?
Sup Shelby Vol, proud maker of Shelby Glide Advanced Personal Lubricants.
Very nice. So he must know where to find a wiener.
Not
Where is
doubting
it?
the so-called promise of the American dream, I mean we were sold that line too right.
Where art thou, dog?
Thank God I have a job that allows me to still partake in this lovely live stream.
Yeah, it's a good thing you were able to tune in today. You would have missed the cock hunt.
There is a lot they are not telling us about, LOL. That's why I
Dude.
don't get my info from the MSM.
Where? Where did those windows even go? The ones that had the gap in them. The potential dick window. Where did those go?
Same, so educational.
Where are the dick windows?
But it's all out there. So true.
Dude.
Send him a dildo heads style.
Yeah, make it a grassy one. No dick.
Exit the spawn through the waterfall. The dick is perhaps on the building towards the right.
It's on the. It's at a building? For real? I really thought it was in one of those little corridor things. On a building to the right. Nope. This way? The dick is potentially over here. Alright, boys. There's a dick on the loose. And we gotta find it. Ah, Jesus. Alright, that's enough of that. Where is it? We're doing all this. This is not worth it. We're doing all this work to find it. And you're saying it's just potentially over here. But we're not sure where. We're not sure where it lurks.
It's probably stuck to one of those windows. That damn guy with the blowgun again.
Oops. I don't know where it is, man. I'm gonna get a message from Boner at like 3 in the morning now and telling me where it is when he wakes up. And he'll see this. And he'll be like, oh yeah, it's right here. Damn it.
Print mold for dildo heads style.
That's a pretty sick dive. I like that.
Stop, you're embarrassing the map. It's not that hard to find, it's PP.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, map. I'm sorry, map. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. At least there wasn't any ladies around. Oh,
imagine your PP so small can't find while looking for it so hard.
What are they saying in this song? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you and I have talked about this before. Because the song's named like... It's named something that has nothing to do with what it sounds like they're saying. It's called Rez.
Penis, penis, penis headset.
Yeah, I don't know. Something, something.
Happy Friday, why all?
Drink a Sprite in Arizona.
Hence, is the Mob6 available for pre-order, or are they baiting us still?
It's not available yet, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's not available yet. Happy Friday, Mr. Clown FPV. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Nice one, brother. Yeah, not available yet.
Sunday bricked up Sunday.
Not available yet.
Use the magnifying lensed camera mode.
I'm sure,
you must,
though,
if so hard to find,
if
I hear is a
they're...
solution for tiny PP.
Thanks, Apid. I do believe that if they're shipping me one, it's most likely coming out like really, really, really soon. Usually the order of things is Nick will get things long before they're released, and this is from Happymodel. Nick will get things long before they're released. I'll get things like just before they're ready to release. I think Nick usually gets like stuff that doesn't even have a box yet. I think maybe even sometimes like prototype type stuff. Not prototype, but you know what I mean. Really early stuff. I am not on that level with Happymodel. So usually whenever they send me stuff, it's like it's either already been out or it's on its way out soon. Like it'll be released really soon.
All good, just drinking a cup of tea because I'm so British governor.
Oh yeah. Just having a spot of tea, are ya?
Maybe you have to hum so the tiny PP comes out.
Oh,
just
maybe.
be like Kebab and take the review quad apart and build something better.
I've only done that once or twice in reviews where I've completely dismantled it and put it into something else. And I felt bad after the fact because that's basically what I said. It was like this bind and fly is not worth having. I'm trying to remember which ones it is now though. There's a few from Newbie Drone where I took them basically all the way apart and just rebuilt them to make them lighter and make them fly better. That's happened more than once. Oh, L.
Squirt some Shelby Glide on the ground and the PP will come.
Waiting on Robot Lady Kit. Dope. Hell yeah, one up. That's what's up, man. The Robot Lady Kit is pretty sick. I like it a lot. Been having a lot of fun flying those new motors too.
Penis canopy, LOL.
Those no, I don't. I don't still have it. It was a pretty shit print to begin with. TBH. We'll have to make another dong canopy.
Enjoy your tea. I'm having coffee with some chocolate chip cookies because I'm Dutch, LOL.
But yeah, the new wonky knit motors too. I've been having a lot of fun flying those. Those things are hyper, man. I don't know what it is about them, but they feel so so wound up. They just, I don't know. Feel good though. Nice motors. Very, very strong. Last night was a pretty good example of that, but the tune on that could still use a little work. I'm not totally happy with that. I know Quicksilver flies better than that. I just, whatever preset I have it on still is just not doing it for me. So I might actually try the fractal preset. It's probably a better idea.
Kebab to a Tiny Hawk HDZ apart and built a baby tooth. The baby tooth was 80 of the flying footage, LOL. He did take some pics though.
Well, at least he took some pictures. Oh shit. Drone on. I've definitely bought bind and flies just to harvest the flight controller out of it.
But I am confused. I hear 25,000 kV is not good for whoops cinelifters or freestyle. Why you go with those?
They're good for me. It's a really like close-minded thing to say like X is best for freestyle. Because like it's kind of subjective on the person, like your flight style and how you like to fly. Racing's a little more by the numbers. You can kind of do that a little more with racing, just because there are styles to racing, but you know the objective is pretty much the same. Go as fast as possible with letting off your throttle as little as possible. So like you can kind of build builds around that objective. But with freestyle, like I don't fly like you guys fly. You guys don't fly like the next guy does, and they don't fly like the next guy does. With freestyle, it's everybody's always different. You know, everybody's style is different. So if you do a lot of like really low, not super big or super like fast moving proximity shit, you might be happy with really low KV motors because you might feel like you got a lot more throttle control. Some people like really hyperactive motors because they just like to go fast when they freestyle. Okay, I like going slow. I run 15 degrees of camera tilt for a reason, because I like to go slower in my freestyle. I like a little more of a flowy feel to it. I don't like to feel like Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele hauls ass when he freestyles, and I don't know. I never liked that for me. It's just not my style. If it's your style, that's fine. I'm not saying it's a bad style. That's where the problem is with all this shit. Is when people are like, well, that's not what I do, so it's bad.
So you mean I do not need
1
million
you're an
KV
asshole.
motors for freestyle? Okay, good, because
if you're telling people how to freestyle, that's
stock.
weird. It's a freestyle.
Yo,
They're free to do whatever they want.
F65 the other day.
That shit's always bothered me.
Suggestion for cases for it.
It's always bothered me about freestyle, like the freestyle world. It's not everybody, but there's a few that are like, well, that's not freestyle. Fucking says who? Who the fuck are you? Or like, that's not good for freestyle.
Freestyle is your style.
And yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. It's your style. No one else's. So when people were like, I heard this isn't good for this, I hate that, man, because it's like probably not. I mean, of course, there's some things that are just objectively like, don't buy a tinywhoop if you're looking to just rip around freestyling. I know you can do it, but it's probably not the best thing built for it.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like, there's ones that are objectively like, there's no arguing that. Don't buy a 5-inch quad to fly indoors. If that's all you got is flying indoors, don't get an open prop, you know? But things like that where they're like, well, the KV, dude, I'm not about to argue with somebody about what KV they like. Fly whatever you like and fuck off. Leave me alone. Let me fly what I like. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, don't let anybody tell you that any KV you're flying is wrong. Unless it's like a complete mismatch for your battery voltage. Like if you're flying like 2S motors on a 1S. Otherwise, they're just being an asshole. IMO. But hey, that's just my opinion. You. But no, I like 25,000 kV. Me personally. Sorry to get back to what you said. I personally like. Sorry for the rant.
I watch many streams and influencers to get a better idea of this hobby.
Yes, that is a great idea. Yeah, definitely don't watch just one person. Definitely don't take just one person's advice. Even advice that the best pilot in the world is going to give you, it might not be for you because you aren't them. Not even on a skill level thing, just on style, on feel, on you're just a whole nother human. You know what I mean? Like, do we all drive the same car with the same motors, with the same tires? No. We all drive the shit that we can afford or that we like, that we prefer. I don't prefer little tiny cars. I prefer bigger cars, trucks, large, like old hot rods that are, you know, big body old cars. I prefer shit like that. Other people prefer tiny little sports cars, little zippy fast cars that sound crazy. That's fine, dude. It's all just preference. I feel the same way about freestyle stuff. Like I was saying, for racing, it's a little more by the books there just because the goal is the same there for the most part. There are different styles to racing. There's like the real jerky ones, like I'd say
big trucks, tiny penis. No wonder you couldn't find it.
Min-Chan is kind of that way, where he'll come right up to a turn and then just like kind of zoop around real fast. And then you'll see other people that'll kind of come up to a turn and bend through it real smooth like that. You know, it's just different styles, but objective's the same. Go fast as shit and don't stop unless you absolutely have to. But with freestyle, that's not the case, man. Look at all the different styles in freestyle, like Sabang and Juicy, and like cinematic freestyle and proximity, and open air freestyle. Like
RTF,
there's so many different ways to do this.
You set up your left gimbal stick to start in the bottom position,
just crazy.
Like you have here in the sim.
Crazy that anybody would think that you could pin it down to like one thing. So yeah, moral of the story: Flywood makes you happy.
These kids are loud. Time to smoke. I got control back. Happy Friday. Make your bed. 90% of the time. Yeah, bro, you kinda did. Absolutely no style.
I'll stop.
Wing freestyle.
Wing freestyle. That's what I mean, dude. Yeah. Anything. Freestyle whatever you want, dude. Freestyle whatever you want, and fucking, as long as you're having fun, actually F everyone else and what they're saying. As long as you're having a good time and you're not hurting anybody, who cares? Who gives a shit? So yeah. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on that. Spitting facts right now. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. It should be an obvious one.
Not freestyle.
You guys know that.
Hey heads, I learned on the Tiny Hawk RTF kit getting the Radio Master Pocket how DOP you set up your left gimbal stick to start in the bottom position like you have here in the sim. Freestyle freedom to express your style.
There is...
Fractal does not actually suck.
Excuse me.
All I do is wing freestyle and trying to push what is possible.
There is a screw that you can tighten in the radio. I believe it's inside the radio in the pocket. I have to double check. It's been a little bit since I used it. But there's a screw behind that gimbal that'll tighten. It'll push, depress a spring. And when you depress that spring, then that stick will fall and it'll lose all of its springiness to the middle, only on the throttle access. So you'll still have it for yaw. It'll still snap back to the center. But anything else, like it's somewhere back this way on your radio. It'll be like back here, usually inside the case. And sometimes they'll have a little, like a rubber knockout you can pop out of there that'll give you access to it. But once you do that, you'll notice this stick will go dead on the middle,
oh, no, Fractal
up and down.
Says so right on
but
the
it'll bang back to the center whenever you let go of it. So, yeah, do that. If you can't find it, let me know. I think I still have a pocket upstairs. If I do, I'll take it apart and see if I can figure out where the screw is.
Hand fetish unlocked.
Yeah.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Fractal does suck. It does say that on their
don't
t-shirt. Do I have that?
Wrong.
I have that shirt on right now. That's so funny. Yes, I have my Fractal Sucks shirt on currently. If you watched last night's stream, you would have seen me fly up into the garage and show off my new gigantic Fractal Sucks slap that Jake
Can
FPV
I use
made
my
me.
Fractal for freestyle?
Pretty-
I built a
pretty sick.
lifter per another channel's advice because the Fractal sucks. Ty made penis sticks
Can
for
I use
his
my Fractal
controller.
for freestyle? Built a cinema lifter per another channel's advice because the Fractal sucks. The Fractal does not suck for freestyle, contrary to what some may think. It's very good for freestyle. I freestyle a lot of different stuff, and I always go back to my Fractals.
Only thing that sucks
I got
about
access to
Fractal
all
is shipping
kinds of
time.
frames
The product
upstairs.
is so good we overlooked that.
Um,
that flip over the garage handle.
But yeah, it's a good frame, I think. I think the biggest gripe people have with it, and I don't understand this one because there's a much more reasonable gripe, one that I hold with it as well. But most people gripe about the camera mount, I guess you would call it, the camera thong, I usually call it, but the camera mount, that it moves too much. I don't have that issue. I'm not like super picky about where my camera position is either, as far as left to right. As long as my angle's correct, I kind of just auto correct in my brain.
Fractal family.
I don't know. I guess it's not that hard for me to like shift. Like when the camera shifts slightly right, that doesn't shift my center point right. I still look forward in the camera. Do you know what I mean? I just see more on the right side of the screen than on the left, but the center's still the center. I don't know. Anyways, I'm still flying forward, basically, is what I'm getting at. So I've never had an issue with it. I know some people do, though. I get that. Well, that's cool, whatever. The battery strap, I think, is the thing that could be changed. That could be changed and improved on, because I do have batteries come loose often, to where I've either reprinted them to be smaller and a little beefier, a little tighter on the battery, or I've used a rubber band in tandem with them.
Yes, presets there.
So I do think that could be improved upon. But short of that, I don't really have any other beefs with the Fractal frames. They're just way too good compared to everything else. And the battery thing wasn't a huge deal to me because I use battery,
That means the thong
or I use
causes
rubber bands.
cinematic issues.
I use rubber bands on normal Whoop frames anyways to keep the battery in, so it wasn't like a huge difference to do that on the Fractal. Yeah, I don't know. You don't have to like it.
Family.
You know what I mean? It's cool. I'm not gonna be like upset if people don't like it. It's fine. Not my frame. I just like using it. And Yogi, what's happening, brother? The Fractal Shillin' fam, we're in here, dude. We're in here hard. You know we're on the payroll. You know that. We're on Quicksilver's payroll. We're on Fractal Engineering's payroll. We're on... Sure, there's other ones. Yeah, that's us. That's what we do. We chill. We don't actually fly fractal frames. It's actually a joke. You guys have never actually seen what whoop I'm flying. I switch it out when I plug it in. Oh.
Just joined the stream. Have you talked about the new Mob6?
I did. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, that's what we started with. We talked about it for probably like 45 minutes and dug into some of the specs and got some close-up looks at stuff. I got my camera to finally focus so you could actually get some decent looks at things. But looks super interesting. And if you're interested to take a peek at it, it's at the beginning of the stream. You should be able to access it. And if you want to wait until later, I will timestamp it once I'm done streaming today so that it'll be easier for people to find where it begins and ends for anyone that's going to go back. I'll try to do it right after I end stream. Is there an exit right there? Oh, yeah, there is.
My gripe is the battery strap. I keep 5 on hand with me in the case. Okay, thanks.
Keep spreading the hate. That's what I do, dude. Takes me a few packs to really adjust after flying my regular style builds. Oh, no shit. Adjusting drone on, you're saying adjusting to the fractal frame, you're saying? Speaking of getting paid by Quicksilver, I can't wait to try the new Hex Cadex whipped up for the new HGLRC Spectre Whoop. Oh, cool. Bro, they're so awesome about that. They're so awesome about that. Quicksilver is the shit. The dev team's the shit. One of the reasons I love Quicksilver so much is the dev team. Their ability to like just work with people and get shit done is insane, and it gets done so fast. But you just ask them for a hex. You're like, hey, you guys don't have this on Quicksilver.
What is it called to have the throttle stick down like that?
And it's just like boop, and then it's there. Then they added it. What's it called to have the throttle stick down like that? I guess it's mode 2, right? What else would you call that? I'm not sure. Just taking the tension out of the throttle spring, or the throttle gimbal. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we would just call it mode 2. Huh. Ha.
Yeah, both camera and battery loose issues can be solved generally by just tightening up the strap more. When the throttle stick is down, you are falling or on the ground.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes and no, Eve. Let me show you how. It's not so much the back strap that's the problem. It's the front one. So the back one, house lights. Come on, baby. Where are we at here? Production team slipping today. The back one, yeah, you can pull this one in tight, and I usually do. I explained that when I was building this on stream. Pull this one always as tight as you can get it, and then let the battery walk itself out. But this one, even with leaving this in here to try to add a little more of like something to wedge it in there, add a little pressure down on it, with or without this, they slide out a lot. I don't know. I can't avoid it.
With the battery straps, but they do take a wear after many crashes out here in the rocks and pavement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the 450s I'm using, the Flywoos, but they just they don't stay put. They slide out a lot. I had them sliding loose on stream last night a bunch, to where I ended up just rubber banding it, which is fine. It still flies great even with that. But yeah, I don't know. I like doing the straps. I like reprinting them and making them a shwaya thicker on the inside of them.
I also run different batteries. I'm going to try rubber bands, not my favorite.
Yeah, it's not my favorite either to use the rubber bands, but I get it. There is. Yes.
Rubber bands.
It doesn't fit rubber bands? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's with anything, any frame. If it doesn't fit, make it fit. Yeah, I think Nessie is this way. No. Yeah, this way.
Good morning, whack-ass meeting went well, 90 crew.
Hey, June logo.
I'll see what I can do about it. Nice. I'm experimenting with something for the SPO already.
Okay. I have all the faith in the world, my dude. Oh. There's also a little hidden entrance over here. Oh, shit. Oh.
Easy, just do better, lol.
Exactly. Oh, shit.
Frame is fire other than that.
Oh, yeah.
I got the same issue with the 450, but the 300 will stay in place. Any word on the 2024 Mobula?
I got it. It's sitting right next to me. If you go to the beginning of the stream, we went over and looked at a lot of it, examined it, talked about it quite a bit, pulled up the spec sheets or the manual for it, and took a gander at that. Yeah, we did a little bit of a dive into it at the beginning of the stream today, which I might just clip out that part and just put it up for people that are interested.
I run 550s in my fractal, they're tight.
That's probably a good idea, actually.
Weight and flight time on the 450 is so good, I'm tempted to go to 550.
550 is not a bad idea. I know a lot of people that freestyle 550s on 75 millimeters.
Seems to be so much variation
and like
in lipo sizes, even of same capacity.
There is, yeah, there is. We need to find like a good general thing that works, you know.
The question is, does it freestyle?
Oh, this thing will definitely freestyle. Happymodel's tunes historically and lately have been A-okay. They've been good. They've been putting out decent tunes that have been really good to freestyle with. Been tight.
Heads, check Discord pic. I show way to use rubber band if need, very minimal.
Okay.
Yes, number 2 batteries fit exactly the same for me. Can we see the sliders on it in beta flight, please?
Sure. I think that's in the manual as well. Look at all that work we just went through to get bonered, dude. You believe that? You believe this guy? This guy. He fooled us. Oops. I don't know about that boner guy. Oh, mama. Jesus. God, he made it such a pain in the ass to get back here, too. Just such a fucking troll.
Made it live for a second.
And the big dragon head's gonna come this way now. Fuck us up. I'm cheating. Oh, this thing closes, too? God damn, dude. Yeah, he made that so hard to get to. It's funny. Oh, 8-bit sent a picture. Let me check that. Let me peep. Let me peep. Bing, 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 bing. This is how I use mine. Exactly. Well, not exactly, but basically. Basically. Pretty much that. I just do a... I broke my rubber band last night. I'm big sad about that. I do... just take it like this. Cross it over one time. So you got a little double. And then once you get your shit all together and you get your battery in here, you just slide it behind the battery. So it's between the battery and the frame. Crisscross it and then put it around the backside in the same way. So the same shit you're doing here, basically. Same shit. And it helps a lot. Oh, yeah, that keyboard is a bit crummy.
That Fractal 1T fly worth a shit like that needs a few more parts.
Yeah,
out here, yo, I cleaned it.
Yeah, it's gonna need a few. It's gonna need a few more parts to it. Motors are a good start. A flight controller, maybe. That's funny. Yeah, no, that's a great way to.
What is the best antenna for tiny hoop and 2-inch plaza?
That is a good way to do that. To secure your battery. What is the best antenna for tiny whoop and 2-inch? The best antenna? Like a VTX antenna?
So
Kind of
much
depends.
top ramen dust
What are
in
you
those
trying to do
keys.
with the tinywhoop? You can get one of those little tinywhoop small antennas. The SMOL small. Oh, I set my fucking. God dang it, dude! I set my spawn point in here. Oh, can we knife edge that? Yeah, we can. Reverse. Oh, let's go, dude. Y'all didn't think I was gonna make that. I know. I know. We gotta fly all the way the fuck out of here again. I mean, I guess we don't have to. I could just start a race and it'll put me back outside, but whatever. I like the challenge. We'll take it. Oh, the dragon's head just went back too. Good timing. We're gonna cheat again. Woo! Cruise this top line right there. Okay, we made it. New spawn point, please. Not inside of that. Here works. Boop. Oh, I think I just got it. I just got it.
I
Woo!
love freestyle building. Leave me alone and let me cook. Okay.
Do it up,
Will
man.
any y'all resolve the throttle position midpoint issue in Velocidrone? I cannot get mine work right.
Yeah, I wish I knew about that issue, man. I've just never heard about it before. Did you ask Boner or Ashley? They might be able to get you worked out
My
like
throttle
quickly.
starts at the middle, not at bottom.
Cool. Jesus.
What is better, LHCP or RHCP?
It depends on what antennas you're using on your goggles,
Sounds like
but
a radio
most people
problem.
use right-hand circular polarized, the RHCP. Most. Depends.
No amount of calibration works. Radio works fine on other seams and flies fine in real life. Throttle starts normal.
I wonder, do you have the wrong mode set in Velocidrone? Not in your radio, but in Velocidrone, so it's just freaking out? Did you double check what mode you're set in?
8-bit FPV. There is a way to set up your radio for half range. I'll post on Discord.
Oh, well, never mind.
8-bit, did you try the drywall test? Might work. Mode 2.
Okay. All
What
right.
feels better, your left hand or right hand?
Excuse you. Oh, got eaten by a wall. Bitch.
That S personal blizzard.
It's a bit personal.
It's a TX12 MK2, same as Zorro, etc. Wow.
Oh, yeah. A little bit wonky on that one. Oh, fucking A. What is that?
Bob, no way.
Frig is that? Oh. What? Wait, why is that there? Boner doesn't normally just like put random shit, random arrows like that. The fuck was that? Curiosity.
You are so good, wow. What's the best usually comes down to what's available out of stock.
Yeah, true. True, yeah.
Would you just look at that?
Would you just look at that?
I can't find the penis again, this is depressing.
I know, dude. Tell me about it. Story of my life, bro. Depressing Fridays on the hunt for a dick. Anybody just coming into streams like, what the fuck? That's what we're here for, folks. Having fun and dick hunts.
Can you fly like this in real life? Sometimes you just gotta move your fat balls around a bit.
It depends on where I'm flying. I kind of need some obstacles to do some of these things that I'm doing, but yeah, for the most part, if you can do it in the sim pretty religiously, like
power loop yourself, maybe you'll spot your Sasquatch.
without screwing up. If you can do things like pretty well in the sim, usually it translates to real life, especially if you're using the same rates. I use the same rates across everything, so any radio I'm using for any reason, it all kind of feels more or less the same. People that use like different rates in the sim versus real life, and different rates for like 5-inch quads versus tiny whoops, and different rates for like tinywhoop and all that shit, I can't do all that. I find rates that I'm happy with, and I just left it there for everything. I just adjust for what I'm flying. So if I'm flying like cinematic, I'll just make a lot less variations in my throttle. But otherwise, I'm doing all the control with the thumbs.
Just got a Zorro. I actually like it better than the TX16S.
Nice. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna do one of those diagonally. That's kind of weird looking. Do like a diagonal Matty flip. Can't really do
Crash to dog butt.
The crash to dog butt was so fucking funny last night. The video from Rec, it was hilarious, dude.
Rates down to about 450 to keep from motor saturation on some moves.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure once I get, I bet once you get into the bigger shit like that, it'd probably be a little different for me for sure. But like a lot of people thought I was going to have issues going with my rates to a 5-inch quad. They're like, you're not going to be able to be doing all that low proximity shit in a 5-inch quad.
I've been wondering if most people run the same rates on whoops
but
as
I
they
do.
The 5-in or other quads.
But I do. Yeah, it takes some getting used to. Like on my first pack, I adjust to the extra power.
I'm not getting better. Oops. I don't know why I'm flying a 3-inch drone on the simulator. The hardest thing I have is when I suddenly turn.
When you suddenly turn? What do you mean? Can you explain what the issue is when you suddenly turn? What's the problem when you suddenly turn? Like if you just turn like that? That's a problem? Like just a quick turn? Or what? What are you referring to exactly? Maybe we can help you with it. Oops. Shit.
I spent about 35 hours in a sim before I had my shit together enough to try IRL. It takes a lot of practice. You will get better. I felt the same way.
Yeah, it does take tons of practice. Don't look at me and think I just sit down for like a couple minutes a day. You all see me only when I'm live flying. I fly all goddamn day when I'm not live though. If I'm not flying for a video, I'm flying just for fun. And if I'm not flying IRL, I'm flying in the sim. So I do a ton of flying. It is outside of my son and my wife. Flying is basically my life.
Heads does this literally every day.
Yeah, so I'm a really bad comparison. Don't compare yourself to me or anybody else that you see that is constantly putting out FPV content. That's probably what they do every day. So don't beat yourself up. Unless you're doing it every day and you're not making any progress. If you're doing it every day and you're not making any progress, then re-evaluate how you're practicing. Maybe you're just doing too many of the same things. And you're not challenging yourself enough. Maybe you need to try different things. Maybe you need to watch other pilots to get inspiration to try new things. I love watching your all's videos because it's insane inspiration for me, whether you guys know it or not. I can pull all kinds of inspiration from anybody's video. I get inspiration from Brandon's long-range videos on just how to cut lines. Like what looks good with cutting lines and changing your altitude in lines. Like,
man speaks to truth.
These are all things you can pick up from watching other pilots.
Do you recommend racing to improve overall fly skill, or just keep freestyling, or just a mix?
A mix is great, to be honest. A mix is great. I think some of the best freestyle pilots are racing pilots as well. Like they can do both.
When I fly straight and I have to roll,
I think both are a good practice, though, for sure. Racing teaches you a lot of things that freestyling won't. And freestyling will teach you a lot of things that racing won't. Racing is going to teach you a lot of discipline in your control, and it's going to teach you a lot of high throttle control, which is important. If you've noticed, when you're in like crashing situations where you've hit something and now you're tumbling, those are very fast reacting situations. So either you need to be ready to disarm quick so that by the time you hit the ground, your motors have already stopped spinning and you don't fuck any of your equipment up when you hit. Or you can recover in the air because you can see what's going on and you can react quick enough. Those kind of reactions you will learn from freestyling, just from flying around. Eventually you'll learn that. I think you learn it faster with racing because I think you're forced to recover in high throttle situations way more in racing than you are freestyle. Just my opinion. The difference with racing, though, and freestyle is that you're usually at a much different camera angle. Most people don't freestyle the same camera angle they race at because you usually don't want to be freestyling that fast. Some people do and do wild shit with it, and it looks awesome. Nothing against that, but that's just usually not the case is all. They usually fly different ones. So some stuff won't translate. Like, you're going to be doing a lot more yaw and roll mixing.
You can fly upside down and all around practice being upside down.
Yeah, definitely. The yaw and roll access get mixed a lot more with racing, I think. But it's a good habit to learn because that's how you smooth out turns in freestyle.
Are there any maps you recommend for learning on the simulator?
Yes, I'll show it to you right now. It's by far more than half of chat probably already knows which one I'm going to. My absolute favorite map. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent flying this map. We'll go to it right now. We'll fly it for a little bit. We'll fly it till we're done. Till we're done streaming.
Please.
This one right here, you can download it from the track editor. If you go to the main menu of Velocidrone track editor, it's called Freestyle and Training. If you look just down at the bottom of the screen down there in the white text, minus the ampersand or the percentage sign and the 2 and the B, it's just Freestyle and Training. Search for that. It's on Coastal, and it's this map right here. But yeah, look for this map. It's awesome. It's huge. It's got a lot of obstacles.
You can tell us.
It's got tons of different things to practice on. So it's got a lot of small gaps that you can hit in lines where you can practice your throttle control. It has dives all over the place. It's got these kind of closed dives if you want to practice diving or trippy spinning up things. Oh, one of my favorite obstacles here. If you want to get your power loop on and work on your upside down aim, they got this bad boy right here, which is the shit. I love this one. It looks fucking sick too when you can nail it. Oops. But yeah, this map is awesome for that. It's got so much stuff.
Dude, Eve whipped that video up just now. Thanks, man.
Tons of things everywhere. Big towers, lots of different size dives. You got a really hard dive here, a little easier dive there, much easier dive through the center of the building here. Yeah, there's just there's a lot of stuff in this map though. A lot of fun to be had. I never get tired of flying on this map ever. I've been flying it now for like probably 2 years, and I'm constantly like finding new things to do on it, or new things to practice and sharpen up. Yeah, it's highly recommended though. Highly recommend this one. It's very good. Wow. Lots of open space too, so you don't feel like a lot of the stuff that I like flying now is it got a lot of close proximity parts of the map, which is not good to learn on. It's not great to learn on proximity stuff. It's good. It's good for your learning process because the more proximity flying you do, the easier time you'll have in larger open air situations. So if you're used to always flying tight and then you go out into like a bando and you feel like you got all this room, you know, that's great for your practice. But in the sim, probably not the best to practice proximity right away. Probably good to just get the fundamentals down. This map is great for that though. Yeah, fly backwards. Fly upside down. Your quad can do it all. So be upside down. Be backwards. Be inverted as much as possible. Try your favorite move that you do now forward. Try doing it backward. Try doing it backwards. Try doing it upside down. Try doing it, you know, whatever. Just try new things. Experiment a little bit. And toss the quad around and just kind of get a feel for how all the axes move. Or axes. Just get a feel for everything though. And man, it'll help you a ton in the long run. But definitely don't come in just immediately thinking you're gonna Mr. Steel, you know, just haul ass everywhere and flip and flop and do all the crazy shit. Just baby steps. Mr. Steel didn't start that way. I didn't start that way. Most people didn't start that way. I'm not gonna say all because it's never probability is never zero, but
truth. Sure.
But there's definitely a learning process that you got to go through. So take your time. Don't get discouraged. FPV is hard. The learning curve to get into this is ridiculous. Not only on the flying front,
by watching you.
but on the repair front, on the beta flight front. I mean, you got the programming shit you got to figure out is not as difficult, but it's still confusing if you know nothing about any of that shit. Soldering and figuring out all that stuff, man. It's all a challenge when you're getting started. So don't get discouraged. It's really hard for everybody. It just becomes easier with time.
Mr. Steel NT got shit on heads.
Oh, I don't agree with that. I appreciate it. Thank you. But I personally just don't like Mr. Steel's style, but that's just me. I know he's been around a long time. He's got a lot of experience.
This map is insane, WTF.
Yeah, this map is nice, man. This is one of the favorites. Like I said, one of the ones I spend the most time in, for sure. Hands down. There's no other comparison. Not even close. Not even close to this map. The most time spent. Oops. On stream, playing games of quad. There's videos that are like
a few years and I still suck.
Shit. Let me see how old this video is. I think there's a video that's probably might be 3 years old of me, Malty, and OG, the original tree, flying, doing a game of quad in Velocidrone on that map. Where is it? I think it was called Follow the Leader, I think is what we called it. Oops. Boop, boop, bop. Beep, 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 beep. It was 2 years ago.
Pretty warm.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Everybody ready? Okay.
There you go.
Who wants to start?
Oh, this is the wrong map. This is the wrong video. It was the second one. It was the second one. Hang on. I lied. Still 2 years ago, but it was this one. It was round two.
I've
It was
been
round
flying FPV for 14 years and I'm still progressing.
Come
wing
on.
Freestyle. I did the wing race thing for years and won, but freestyle is a lifelong journey.
This shit's not going to play, is it? Are you going to play? YouTube? Hello? There's OG just swearing immediately right when the video starts. But anyways, you get it. This was 2 years ago.
Can never rule that
And we were all just sitting here playing quad in this map. And McFly was there. But anyways, oh god.
Here I come to do the
There it is.
trick.
There you have it.
Yeet.
We've been doing it.
DM Fractal
We've been doing it
2
for a
seconds
while
older.
on that map. That's a good one. Total classic.
How many hours do you have in Velocidrone?
I don't know. I had to uninstall or reinstall it when I wiped my PC, and I don't know that it kept all my hours. I'll have to double check, but I don't have as many as you'd think. I think I probably got like, I don't know. Let's just check. I don't want to give some crazy number. Oh, I guess it did keep my time. 82 hours. So not much. Not much. In the grand scheme of things. I think that's right. Is that right? Or is that 82 days? Because the seconds isn't moving, but it does say that that's seconds. Maybe it'll move if we go back. It refreshes? I don't know. I think that's right, though. I think.
Steel flips a little too fast for me. I like initial speed, the finish with slow MO.
Oh, crap. You don't have this map, do you? Dang it. Sorry. I'll launch it back up. My bad. I forgot that's a
Take my lunch
downloadable
money
map.
Since I'm leaving early today.
Take your lunch money
How
since you're
many
leaving
hours
early
total
today.
stick time in your opinion?
Total stick time? Jesus. I started flying in 2020, very beginning of 2020, like basically January, late December, January of 2020, 2019,
I swear you
2020.
have more than 82 hours on sim.
So I did that.
Over 2K for sure.
I started then in 2020, so we just hit 4 years flying. I've never missed a day of flying. I've flown every day for the last 4 years. At least once during the day, either on the sim or in real life. Even on vacation, I brought whoops with me to the beach. I flew every day. I brought tinywhoops with me to the beach, and I brought them to hotels with me and just fly up and down the hallways and do little freestyle rips in the rooms. I brought whoops everywhere though. Even when I didn't feel good, when I had COVID, I was sitting in my bedroom upstairs and I flew during that time too.
The beach.
But I fly every day. I'm pretty sure I've never missed a day.
Damn time flies.
I'm pretty sure.
If you flew 2 hours a week in sim is 104 hours a year.
2 hours a week in sim would be way too little for me. On average, I fly like 2 hours in the sim a day.
You flying the Mob6 on
No,
stream
not today. I don't have any batteries
Man,
for it.
that would
I
be
need
a
to get some
walk of
300
shame if you
milliamp
crashed while sick.
BT or A30 batteries. I don't have any 300 milliamp batteries. All my batteries are 450 or higher. Jim Loco, I owe you a bean, my friend. And that's what you meant by your lunch money.
I'm acting like he stole my lunch money.
How the hell do you not have 300?
Yeah, you kind of did, bro.
Let us say 800 HRS a year times 4.
I just got rid of all my 300s. That's why I had a whole bunch of 300s in PH 2.0 because that's what the thing was. It used to be PH 2.0. That's what everybody had when I started flying. So I had a bunch of really nice PH 2.0 batteries, but then PH 2.0s went away for the most part, and I don't fly 65 millimeters ever unless I'm doing a review, and usually they'll send a battery with a review whoop. Usually. At least one. But I got none with this one, and all of my old batteries I gave to OG or threw them out because they were old. So I just need new batteries is all.
2 HRS a day in sim is 730 hours a year.
June Loco, thank you, sir, for your $5 super chat.
We got a cayenne bean going down for you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Huh.
You inspire me to fly daily. Started in January 2024 and have been flying at least 1 hour a day already at 75 hours. Keep doing you, king.
All right, that's fucking awesome to hear,
Get
dude.
easy 800
You keep
hours
doing
a
you,
year
man.
for
Keep it
your
up.
man.
That's amazing. Good stuff, dude. Have you noticed yourself becoming more in tune with your whoop?
I'm sorry, can you show me how I can download the map? I can't find it.
I got you. Bad for life, I'm going to leave again. I'm sorry. Damn it. My bad, dude.
How about both of you keep doing me? Nice Airwest.
Okay. Track manager. Download track. Woo. Type in freestyle. Training. Then over here, look for coastal. Is the base map you're going to be looking for, the scenery. Coastal, this one right here. That one will work. Keep scrolling. Keep on scrolling. This one will work. These three will work, all three of them. These are all the same thing. Tons of people have like copied this map and re-uploaded
I can't
it.
comprehend how you don't like 65 millimeters. They are so good.
This one's the same?
KV0702.
I can't comprehend how you don't like 65 millimeter. Well, here's the thing, man. In the most basic of responses to that. Bad for life. Do you have the map now? Hang on. I might have to reload it. Shit, I do. Sorry, Bad for life. I got you. In the grand scheme of whoops and freestyling and all that, it's all preference. It's all preference, and usually your preference matches to your style. So if you fly a particular style and you find another pilot that flies the same kind of style, you might have some parts in common that you would both find you like.
Fractal said 75
But
didn't fly well outside
for,
an indoor teehee.
For the most part, I always recommend everybody try everything, try whatever you can, and then pick which one you like. So that's what I did. I tried 65s. I flew for a year and a half. I flew 65 millimeter whoops, all different kinds. 2S, 1S, 0702, 0802, open prop, ducted. I even had an HD 2S beta FPV whoop with a onboard HD SD card shit. I flew all kinds of things. That's how I learned about Fractal Engineering, was their Fractal 65 frame, because the 75 wasn't out yet. When I found Fractal, he was still working or thinking about doing the 75, but I'm almost positive it wasn't even out yet, because I have one of the beta tester frames still here on the old Carbon. So I spent my time with 65s, and I really, really, really tried them out. That's what I started with. I started on a brushed 65. Then I went to brushless 65, and then I tried a Mobula6 brushless, and that was like, okay, this is fucking awesome. But I thought those were only for outdoors. Everybody told me you can't do those big whoops like that indoors. So I always flew 65s inside, 75s outside. And then one day, I flew that 2S Mobula6 in my house. And I never looked back. I started replacing all my 65s with 75s. And I fly them everywhere now. I fly them indoors, outdoors. Yeah. I don't know, man. In my mind, I can't see how you don't like 75s with 0802s. Because they're so good, in my opinion, too. But I don't,
Heads, what cases do you use to transport your F-65 and F-75?
I have I don't know if they sell this one anymore, but I have an old beta FPV hard case.
With tricks, but I am focusing on racing as it helps me
which
understand drone physics better.
Just has batteries up here, although these are all my deadies from last night. And then I just drop my whoop in there and just let it rip. Plop, throw it in my bag, and call it a day. That's it. But that's why I throw all my whoops in. And if I have more than one, I just stack them on top of each other in there until you can't fit them.
Pastor was showing all his new hoop cases he has over on his site now.
Ooh, he's got whoop cases over there. Cool.
Gorilla setup, love it.
Yeah, that's
3D
awesome.
Printed. Someone told us that 75 sucks indoors. I use Emacs Transport.
Yeah, I've heard that a bunch. That's okay. It's kind of been proven that 75s don't suck indoors. They might suck with a 75 indoors, but like the iGao champion from this past iGao that just ended, the guy who won used a 75. Used a fractal 75,
I don't
mind
get
you.
why you don't like flying X-Class inside. It's great.
So yeah, it's just
I have a Mob 7 with Snowblowers,
it's just
and I have
preference,
a 6
man.
with Screamers. Gotta say, I think I like the 6 more. Tried the Fractal 75, but couldn't get it to mode effectively.
And you know what? And you know what? And now you're banned.
85
And now you're banned. Get the fuck out. Get him out of here. Kick him out. Ban him now. Moderators, what's happening? Get him out of here.
Can anyone with moderator permission look back through the chat and see if somebody needs to be put in timeout?
I think somebody needs to be put in timeout. Are you disagreeing with me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Who do you think you are?
I killed him.
Who do you think you are? Coming in here talking like that?
Sorry, boys. You can leave now.
See yourself out. See yourself out. We're not even gonna dignify you with opening the door to let you leave. You see yourself out.
I fly 7-inch props indoors.
No, that's okay, man. Look,
Moderators.
again, you tried both, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. But just because I don't like the same stuff you fly doesn't mean that what you fly is wrong. That doesn't mean what you fly is wrong or what I fly is wrong. We just both fly the right thing for ourselves. That's all. For our situation, for your house, for the space you got to work with, for the style you fly, for the rates you fly. It just works better or handles your rates better. There's a bunch of different reasons there could be for your preference, but it's all preference. It's all preference. I think a good comparison is the car analogy. Some of us drive trucks, some of us drive cars. All for different reasons, but it all comes down to personal preference. That's all. Some like their sports cars long and low to the ground. Some like their sports cars beefy and wide and sitting on tall-ass drag tires.
Some people like smishing the gas, some feather light it.
It's all preference, baby. Yeah, some racers race massive, fat-ass 65 millimeter whoops. Heavy boys. And they say that they like because they have more weight to throw around in the corners.
Sounds like a skill issue.
But then there's people that fly lighter ones, and they say it's because it moves faster. It moves better in the air because it's lighter. So it's all just a preference thing, even down to racing shit. Like, even on 65 millimeter things, people don't agree on stuff.
The 65 vs 75 war has been going on for thousands of years. It LL never changed.
But also imagine this. Imagine that everybody flew the same thing, and it was just like, this is the good thing to fly. So then every company just makes X kV motors, and that's it. Like, you'd have no other options. It's just weird. It's like, why? That's what all these options exist for. Is for preference.
Got into FPV.
Any tips for perfecting Maddies and Trippies?
Drive Lamborghini Hummer
sure.
H1 and 3 Sprinter vans.
Maddies, think about them as two separate moves. First off, split it in half. The Maddies. So with a Maddie flip, start with the under first, which is weird. Most people say start with the over first. I disagree. I say practice the backwards part first because that's the part everybody has trouble with.
I download it, but I can't.
It's easy to flip up and over like this. This is easy to flip up and over. This is the hard part people have, the pull back right there. Most people do a Maddie flip and then they go like this. Huh? And then they're going forward. Or they do a Maddie flip and they're doing one of these numbers. Or they go like this. Like, oh. And then they got to do this to go backwards. So practice the backwards swoop first. So what I do is I come up and pull back. Kind of making a U shape. Come up so you can see it. Pull back. Get used to this motion, that pulling back part. That's the part you want to get saturated into your brain. Pull back, okay? Now once you've done the pull back a few times, do a full flip over once you do a pull back. Boop. Now here's another thing. When you get to the top, the apex, when you're right here, no throttle. None. If any, very little. Super, super, super tiny amount of throttle. You're upside down, so your throttle, if you hit it, you're going down. So no throttle. Practice killing your throttle there. No throttle. Pick it back up here. Complete your arc. No throttle.
Are saturated.
We'll do it here. We'll do a little edge throttle, little throttle. See? Immediately go down. So just no throttle at the top. And practice it in 2 parts.
Mattas feel like they're all throttle control.
It is a ton of throttle control, yeah. That and just understanding your camera angle. How far you need to be tilted this way to travel backwards. It's not something that people practice often.
My thong is saturated.
Most people that do a Matty flip, if they're doing it like this and they're just using momentum, that's one way to do it. But most, if you want to get it right to where it looks that nice clean thing, you got to get some throttle to it. You got to have throttle coming out of it and have your angle right, so then you can flip back over into another one. That would be my best tip there for Matties. As far as for trippy spins, think of your gimbals as nipples. Do you see my nipples? Do you see my nipples down there? Look at my nipples. When I do a trippy spin, my nipples are going to be very wonky, but they're going to be opposite each other. So if my right wonk is going to the right, my left wonk is going to the left. But if I reverse this and I do them inward, then I get a trippy spin the other direction. So the balance is really going to be in your roll and your yaw. Your pitch is important, but not as important. Your throttle is important, but not as important. The pitch is going to be used to raise and lower yourself, your altitude. You can also use your throttle for that.
Sense.
But if you...
What happens if you twist the wonky nips?
If you just change your pitch position, you don't even need to change. See, some people say, yo, you got to use throttle. You got to just hammer the throttle if you want to climb. If you're dropping altitude when you're trippy spinning, hammer the throttle. No, don't do that. This is hammering the throttle. Hang on, let's do it on something wider so I can really make it. Let me really make it drastic here.
I have nipples, Greg. Can they be wonky?
Okay, am I rising?
I love nipples, but I keep climbing while doing trippies.
My throttle's punched.
I find it in new track.
My throttle is stabbed. That's as far as my throttle's gonna go. But I'm not climbing. But now watch when I adjust my pitch. Ooh, now we're climbing.
Finally, thank you.
Adjust the pitch out.
Happens I twisted the
now we're going down,
MILF.
And we're full throttle this whole time. And that leads me to my next point with trippy spins. Common misconception that you need a lot of throttle. Also not true. If you're using a low camera angle like I do, 15 degrees, it's still extremely easy to do a trippy spin, even at like, let's get like barely any throttle on this bitch. So I'm going to add a ton of pitch. You see, I can barely see my POI, just barely in the top of my screen. But look how little of throttle I'm using. Don't need a whole lot. You can do them real slow like that. And we weren't changing altitude. We weren't dropping, nothing. What's something else I could tell you about trippies? Oh, yeah. Here's another good one. A lot of people say that, if you're having trouble locking in a trippy spin, just raise your camera angle. No. Don't do that. What if you want to do a trippy spin in the middle of a freestyle line and you freestyle at 20 degrees, but you got to tilt your camera up to 35 to be able to lock in a trippy? Are you going to park it?
My brain.
Are you going to park it so that you can change your camera angle? No, man. Just practice it at whatever camera angle you fly at. If you get them at that angle, then you can do them whenever you're in your freestyle line. You don't have to worry about it. Even just to get them locked in, if you raise your camera angle, locking them in,
so he can practice.
locking them in is really different.
It's big map.
Locking them in at a high camera angle is so much easier than locking it in at a low camera angle. So if you practice at a different angle than you fly, it's not really going to be super useful to you. Might be a little helpful in just getting your finger position right, but overall it's not going to be very helpful. So that's my advice with trippies. And finally, where you really want to start with a trippy spin
tips on doing really tight trippy spins
is getting into it. Find the entrance that you want to use and just practice that entrance over and over and over again. The biggest one that people use, I'd say, is the cradle, which is like that, where you cradle behind the object. And then when you're here, upside down, you just get into your trippy spin. So you're starting that off as kind of getting yourself in the direction you want to go. You're going to be spinning that way around the pole, so pretty easy to slide into that one. Pause. The way I like to do it is a little more robotic. I like to do like a nice stall with the nose up here. Oops, a little too much. Stall up and then spin around into it. That one just looks a little more like my style with like the stop, quick direction, reversing kind of things, you know? So that's another way to get into them, like that. But there's a million ways you could get into a trippy spin. Maybe not a million, maybe like 5. But another one you could do is a Matty flip into a trippy spin. Matty flip up over an object, and then when you come down, just start trippy spinning it once you get it into your visual. Once you can see it, just bang yourself over into the turn. You got to bang it. Just like that. That one's a little more advanced, but you'll get there eventually. Another really fun one that I like to do a lot is the wall tap into a trippy spin. You've seen me do this on the stop sign in front of my house. I'll fly up, I'll stall, and do a wall tap on the stop sign, and then drop down and trippy spin the pole below it.
On fire.
So you can try that as well. That's another good way to mix it up with the trippy spins. Oh, yeah, okay. If you're looking for more zest for your trippy spin, you can pop a roll in, which is like a little bit of a stationary trippy spin like this. So it's kind of like the object is now trippy spinning around you as opposed to you trippy spinning around the object. But you can just add those in. I kind of add them in as like a little flare and then get back into rotating. Just a flare, add it in. And you can also do it the other way. Again, just reversing the direction of my gimbals. That's all I'm doing. Is I'm changing from out-facing nips to in-facing nips. So you got wonk-eyed and you got cross-eyed. Either way, whichever way you run your nips, practice both. It's another thing. Everything in FPV. If you want to freestyle, practice both directions. You'll thank yourself later when you're in a sticky situation and you're only used to split S-ing to the left. I always split S to the left, but I was coming towards this thing and I could only split S to the right. Oh fuck, what do I do? So like, it'll save your ass more than you know it. Just practicing things in every direction because you're going to get more used to it and just handling.
If you have udders, which way do them nips go then?
Well, they just kind of flop around at that point.
With one direction, go do both MILF trippy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you definitely want to do practice things both directions. There are some of the most popular freestyle pilots in the YouTube space that I have seen that only turn one direction, and they only do tricks one direction. Some of you may even know. I'm not going to talk shit because it's their thing. They can do whatever they want. I'm just saying
thank you.
It's something that people notice, and it's something that I noticed about myself when I started flying, and it drove me crazy. So it's something I am always thinking about now is making sure I'm doing things in both directions. Do your knife edges to the front. Do your knife edges backwards. Do your trippy spins to the left. Do them to the right. Split S is left. Split S is right.
Nipples got it.
All that stuff, man. You want to practice everything.
Tips on tight trippies inside of
everywhere.
An object.
Tight trippies inside of an object. Man.
That's how it is in all flow art.
These are an animal. These are a bit of an animal. The stationary trippy spin. Okay. The best way that I know to get into this is nose up stall. Just nose up stall, and you are already centered. So you're centered, and now you can start the trippy spin. So much easier to line it up. And then at that point, it's just controlling it. And what I'm going to do for these is I'm adding in a lot more roll than I am yaw. So that'll get you the faster rotations around the center point as opposed to the wide rotations around a whole point of interest. You're going around your center point instead. So you can start off with a wide one, and then if you flip, and tighten her up in the middle, shit balls. Hang on. There we go. Got to tighten her up in the middle here. Then you can go up and do an outside one as well. But yeah, so for the inner ones, nose up, always a stall up makes it so much easier to get started on it because you're kind of giving yourself a little bit of a head start and you're lining yourself up Let's try something a little more challenging. This one's kind of wonky because the rings aren't lined up perfect, but we'll try it. But you see, I just cleared like half of this fucking thing just by nose up. Just nose up, going right up it. Right up the hiney hole.
HRS look like.
But yeah, just you can flick up and then get her started once you're already looking at your center point. And then hold your roll very tight compared to your yaw. It's going to be way tighter than a normal trippy spin. Ooh, Jesus. All right. Get in there. Oh, this thing is fucking crazy. This bridge is nuts.
You are watching a master at work.
Ooh! All right, so the last time we were on this bridge and I was fucking around with that, I was trying to do Barani around the top of it. That I almost like better. That was kind of spicy. Oh, no. And then you got to flick over into that one. All right, so it's a roll into a pitch flick forward. Oh, too fast. Too furious. All right, one more try. One more try. Oh, it's never going to be as smooth as when I wasn't trying. Dang it.
His favorite track.
Who are you? I'm sorry, guys. This might actually be like a important call.
CYA.
My bad. That was my pharmacy calling. They're supposed to be delivering medication for me, but when it transferred me to the operator, they just hung up. So that's fine. I was going to probably dip out of stream in about 10 minutes, so I will just call them when I'm done. Anyone know the mic he's using to capture that audio? This audio or the in the whatchamacallit? In the BRB screen. Thomas, you're right on time. I'm getting ready to leave in like 10 minutes, dude. You're here right on time. Perfect. The flight audio. That was a GoPro. That was a 5-inch quad. That one in the front yard there around the Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
That was just a GoPro 9 with a 5-inch quad. iFlight Evoke. So yeah, that was just through the GoPro though. I think it may have had a little bit of a audio filter on it. I think maybe, if anything, I couldn't hear it on my end.
What bitrate are you streaming at?
Currently we are at 8,000 kilobytes. I was at 10,000 and then YouTube got upset with me. I don't think I need 10,000 anyways, but anyways, I did it. So they can frig off. Oops. Apologize. Walked away for 1 second. All hell broke loose.
Gap through light lamp.
Gap through light lamp? Oh, right there. Ooh, are we gonna fit? That's what she said. Oh yeah. There you go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Oh, wait. Is that right? I guess it is. I stand corrected. Did somebody say they were still having trouble finding the map, or did they find it? Oops. If you still need help finding it, I got you. Just let me know.
I see Mr. Burns posted a hoop. The ID will be watching right after this stream.
Oh, did he? I would play it, but yeah, if it's brand new video, I'd rather you guys give him the view.
Disarm in this map? It seems to be disabled.
It is disabled in this map. Yeah, I don't have disarming or arming put on normally. Oops. Trippy spin through gap light. Ooh, shit.
Do you have a fave 3.5R? And I myself am looking at the Grindrino for the spring.
I do not have one as of right now, no. I've heard good things about the Grinderino, though. I probably will check one out.
Velocidrone?
Yes, it is. God. We gotta, like, get centered underneath. We gotta just pick one to go under. Oh, god dang it. Alright, this guy right there. Oh, God. It's hard to do, man. I keep wanting to, like, my brain just auto-corrects to Trippy spinning around the pole. I'm trying to do a stationary one just, like, right underneath one of these spots so I can flick up through it, but... yeah, it's hard to actually, like, spin the whole way up through it. It's one I'll work on it. I'll work on it. I'll get it eventually. Oh, mama. Got way off course there. Oh, shit. I knew we were in there. I just didn't know we were that high. Very high up. Oh, bitch. Bitch.
99% of people that I meet, I just have no interest in ever talking to them again.
That's such a good one, Kiz. Big ups, Kiz, for that one. The first ever guest slap. Very nice. Well done. Big fan of that one.
Yo LMAO.
That's a good one. Bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, kids. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Alright, we're going to try for a trippy weave through the trees. If we can hit it, we're leaving after that.
That crash tune is addicting.
Yeah, it is. That's a good one. Oops. Alright, trees. Oh, we almost missed the last one. That would have sucked.
Am I using mode wrong? My motors just seem to spin out of control and I'm always doing the walk of shame.
Turtle mode wrong. What firmware are you using? Are you using Quicksilver or Betaflight? Use Betaflight? Beta?
Quicksilver F65 with 32K screamers 0702.
Okay, and then you said, am I using turtle mode wrong? My motors just seem to spin out of control. So you're saying when you're upside down, do you have turtle mode on a switch? Or do you have turtle mode as auto? That's my next question. That's my next one.
Yet it 1T flip over and it says on the Akerson.
It's on auto. Okay, so if it says it's going into turtle mode and it's just not flipping you over.
So I have a gaming laptop and I have a Spectrum transmitter and receiver. What simulator would you recommend for me for FPV drones?
Velocidrone.
Maybe limit to 70 or 80% on motors. That's spicy.
So if there's a few things. There's a few things to try. Number one, while using Quicksilver, you need to be using Blue Jay on your ESCs. If you're not using Blue Jay, it'll still fly fine until you get to turtle mode. Then shit gets crazy. So the first thing I would assume is that you got something going on with your ESC firmware. If you have Blue Jay on there already, and that's not the issue, and it's not flipping itself over, go into Quicksilver, go into the Setup tab, go to Turtle Throttle Percent, and turn that up between 80 and 100. It should be right around there. If it's not there, change that for sure. If it's still not working, then that's a whole new issue, and we got to figure out what it is. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
I'll try the throttle. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Let me show your ass something. If I can find my cord. There it is. What the fuck happened here? Un momento. Por favor. Get the fan on that bitch right quick. All right, let me show you. Let me show you something. Pickety boom. Pickety pow. Boom bam.
Oh, am I about to see the sliders on the Mob6?
Nope. But you will right after that. I forgot, but you will see it right after that. Uh-oh. It is a diamond board, so it might blow up. Okay, there it goes. Oh, it's not recognizing anything. Wait, yeah, it is. Okay, setup.
All good, homie.
It's not recognizing anything, but that's fine. Turtle throttle percent right here. This is the one you want to adjust. Check there. And setup. If that's not it, check your ESC firmware. Make sure that you got Blue Jay in there. And that should be good. Should be good after that. All right. You want to have a look at the... That's probably why that wasn't working.
Recognizing, try simply disconnect, reconnect. Not.
You're not recognizing. All right, let's have a look at these sliders.
You know, appreciate you showing me.
Ooh.
Onyx said he has a fractal that he loves.
Who did? Liar. Nick's a liar. Don't believe anything that guy says. They suck. And I know this because I've done my research. I'm just kidding. I like fractals. They're good. Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh. I was like, why does it say the gyro's upside down? It's because it was hanging off of off the edge of the desk. Here you go. Here is your Mobula6, the new one. Oh, we even got some... oh, you can see everything over there. You can't see what it is, but here. There you go. Take your screenshots. Do what you got to do. They send it with rate profile 2 active. That's
showing a sweet whip hoop light.
What? What was the point? All right, anyways. Let's change this while we're here. Yeah, change it. And then look, boom. You just set my rates. Look at that. Okay. They don't have this on either, Brandon. Brandon! Is this supposed to be on? Or this one, I mean? One of those? One of these notch filters? Isn't something supposed to be on? I don't know whoop stuff like this. And look at how overcon. Look at this shit. Did you guys just see Quicksilver? We just had it open. You see how basic that shit looks? Look at this fucking... Well, I can't make heads or tails out of this stuff. I'm too stupid for this. Way too stupid for beta flight. Get out of here. Get it out of here. All right, we need batteries. We need batteries badly. All right, I'm gonna order batteries. I gotta leave soon.
Around the world, get into the hobby.
I gotta go.
And learn from the ground level and go from 0 to hero.
0 to hero. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna re-roll that one. Thank you, everybody, for chilling today and tuning in.
What you want, but if you fly beta flight, you're wrong, TT.
Make sure. Oh, Bing chilling. Very, very Bing chilling. All right, I will mark the stream with some timestamps if you wanted to go back and watch the Mobula6 part. I'll probably clip it out eventually, and I'll just upload it by itself so you guys can see what it looks like. And then I'll be back tomorrow night. I don't think OG will be here tomorrow night, but whatever. Go check out the new Mr. There you go. Go check out the new Nick Burns video just dropped. Looks like it's about whoops, so check that out. Otherwise, thank you again, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Holler at your boy. Much love. Peace.
Hey, let's get this pussy on the chain wax.
Boom shikala.